Hi all, right back with more Combat Commander using James Watton CC Digital Bot. Playing Fat Lipke, the first scenario. This is my part 8. So same day as I put together part 7, so it's a good start to my time off, getting a couple of parts done. Now, so Russians to go, they've only got 4 cards in hand. That's because they did have an opportunity to fire on the squad moving into there, and it managed to grab that medium machine gun. Okay, right, just try to remind myself where we're at. This guy headed on there and then got hit by a sniper, which was quite interesting. So it is going to make the Germans consider, though, this unit coming across here, but it made some sense. It was difficult for him to join up with these guys, so... Okay, so... what are we just firing again? We do have a recover. Well, we can do a bit of both, can't we? I don't know if it's any beneficial doing one before the other. Don't think it matters, does it? Maybe do the fire first in case there's any events that trigger. That seems to make some sense, doesn't it? If any events trigger that break any units, then we play the recover afterwards and hopefully fix them. Right, so we've got a fire with a concealment on it, a fire with an ambush on it. I think I might keep hold of the ambush. Just looking back at this and, you know, maybe considering having him dashing in there. So we'll play the one with the concealment on it. Fire with concealment. Well, it's just a fire order we're given. So it's the same old story up here, yet again, using this. These all join as a fire group, all activated, all within range of Sergeant Kolev. Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, that guy, because it might have been that other German unit may have survived. I'm not sure, but I get the feeling he wouldn't have done in the next fire phase, but I didn't want to start studying it too much. Well, I couldn't really, because I'd eliminated him. I would have had to draw a card for him. I would have had to draw dice for him. But yeah, we'll just press on. You know, mistakes are going to happen. They are going to happen. It's unavoidable. Just again, try to make them as little as possible. Okay, so 6 plus 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11. Same again, 11. Now hold on. We've still got the smoke hindrance. Well, it's 11 plus the die roll anyway. Does that change anything? Not really. Yeah, I was hoping for a bigger smoke though, wasn't I? Not a 1. So 11 plus 9, 20. Good. It's a good one. Right, so it's going to get reduced by 1 for the hindrance and the smoke. So it's 19 still. Now they're sitting both with 12, aren't they? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 12, so they need an 8. Now they don't have the initiative card anymore, used it last time, so they could really do a concealment here, I think. So checking the squad, and yet again I'm going to stick with my way of looking at this concealment. Still haven't popped that. You know what, I'm going to go and get that question out there. Right, okay, so I popped the question out there and see what James's view on what his intent was, if it should be considered, well, whatever way it should be considered. So we're going to roll defence rolls, aren't we? So first for the squad with a 12, so here we go. Right, well, we're getting concealment from the start, so that does mean that they're both going to benefit from it, because it does reduce the firepower. It now reduces the firepower. See, reduce the fire attack total by that amount. We rolled a 7, which might actually, with the concealment, that's going to work for him, isn't it? So, well, let's adjust the firepower. Like I say, this is, you know, it affects us, so it knocks us down to 16. If this die roll was the second one, I get where Hal's coming from. His explanation of, did I read it out? I think I did. It was like saying that White, the second unit, seen the other units firing and took some cover or something like that. But the fact that it affects the firepower, but then it's called concealment, kind of means that these are getting a bit of extra cover, aren't they? But however, it's happened in the right order this time for us, so it's, that has reduced that to 16. Now, it's not going to be 19 on him and 16 on him. That's definitely not how I'm looking at it. So it's going to be 16 on the whole hex. So 16 on the hex, he rolled a 7. It wasn't an event, no. So he had 12 plus 7 is 19. 19 would have, if it hadn't been concealed, it would have suppressed him. However, the concealment knocks that down to 16, so yeah, he's good. He's good. So now we go back and roll for the leader, who's on a 12 as well. Defense roll. He gets a 10, which is good as well. And there's a sniper. We need a hex. We don't have any broken weapons. I won. Yeah, that's way up the top there. Not doing anything, right? So that was fine. All good. So that was pretty good, because that was pretty decent roll we got. So they survived that one pretty well. So yeah, we've got two recover cards in hand as well. Playing one, then we're going to draw back up. Still got a fire card in my hand, so we'll play the recover and try and recover that one that's went out onto that path, trail, whatever it's called. So he's 6, but +2 for the woods. No, it's just a trail. No, it doesn't get a -1 for that. So it's just an 8. So we're drawing morale check on an 8. We need less than an 8. Alright, here we go. He gets a 6. Good. So he recovers. Right, he's got a fire action, recover action left. Well, he can't fire anything, so that'll be that. Right, so we're going to draw back up to 5 cards. I have 2, so we're going to draw 3 more cards. We get a move order, so we can move that guy a bit further. Totally denied, which is not any good. Recover with the Saltfire. Saltfire's not any good. This was Crossfire, so it fires at a moving target. We do have this ambush, but that is on our only fire card left, so... well, okay, well, we'll see. It's back to the bot, so I'm going to reveal next order, I believe. Yes. Recover, he's nothing needing recovered, he's all good. So skip current order, reveal next order. Route, he's nothing to route, so that's going to be skipped as well. So that's going to be him. Right, back to us. So I think our options here are fire or maybe move. Well, I don't have an advance anyway. If I was thinking about moving across, hold on. We could take a chance here, Wouldn't I be better going 1-2? But then he can still op fire into that there as well, can't he? He can still have an op fire. Because it could go, I think this is 1 to move in, Well, it's on the trail actually, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 to move into there as well. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, he's going to check for op fire there, and there. It's probably kind of silly. One of us should come round the back, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next time we get a move 1, 2. Well, again that triggers an op fire possibility. 3, 4. Oh no, it's going to be an extra 1 to cross over the fence here, Grant. So I can't go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crossing over the fence. So I wouldn't be able to make that in a 1R anyway. Okay, I'm going to move him anyway. Let's do the move. It's got a crossfire on it, so that's unlikely we're going to be able to use that. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See. You know, unless I creep right round the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then my next movement is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we move on. I mean, you could do that. The only thing is that I'm pretty sure if they get a move order, I'm going to move them back into that control hex. I mean, they were going to dash off the map, but now there's a threat of losing that. Yeah, if they do get a move order, that's what's going to happen. Well, you know what? I'm going to... No, you can't, because you're going to use that fire card, aren't you? Okay, I'm going to just keep them in the woods, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So no chance of bulk fire. Who knows? They might not get a move order. And then, yeah, I would have liked to have kept that for the ambush, because if they do move back into this hex, then I can get myself positioned there and get an advance, and then I would go into my E and have the ambush. But nah, I still feel like I should keep firing on this, shouldn't I? Because there's no point leaving these guys sitting about there. So yeah, we'll get another ambush card maybe. So I'm going to play a fire order, sorry. It's so easy to call it action, and I seem to see myself doing it all the time. So same again on this hex. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember, there's going to be 100s for the smoke, but it's 11 plus 7. We've got an event. 11, 7's 18, so not bad. 18, but it's going to be knocked down to 17 because of the smoke, right? So it's 17. We've still got to check for this event though. 17. The event is something good. Air support. Ooh. Determine a random hex. You may break all units in the occupied hex closest to the random hex. Ooh, that's strong. Now, it is a may. So, but if we can get a random hex that's close to that, or even up there, I suppose. So, determine a random hex. You may break all units in the occupied hex closest to the random hex. Right, here we go. Random hex. Let me zoom out. I'm zoomed out. Right. It is I8. Well, I1, we looked at was away up there, so that is down in the middle somewhere. I8. Oh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is a Russian event. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can do this. Oh, this is going to be brutal, I think, for the Germans. So I8, definitely was I8, yeah. So let me just read that again. Determine a random hex, right, that's that. Let's just put a little cube in it. Determine a random hex. You may break all units in the occupied hex closest to the random hex. I mean, I'm going to mean this is 1, 2, 3 away. 1, 2, that's 4 away. So that's as close as that. I mean, in this situation, I would think we're running the event. We would get to choose that we may break this or we may break them. I'll maybe just have a little look. Air support, it's called. Just in case. I mean, that's how I see it. I think we could pick either one of these. And clearly we're going to pick that one. Right, so I ended up being on pause there for quite some time. Yeah, okay, we were checking this event, weren't we? Well, there's nothing, I can't find nothing that would say, but I think it's pretty much straightforward. Determine a random hex. We've got that. You may break all units in the occupied hex closest to the random hex. I'm going to take that as an option for the player playing the event. I think the may part, along with if there's two that are the same distance, then it's his choice as well. So this is brutal for the Germans then. So, and it's break all units, isn't it? Yeah, that's a nasty event, that one. So the squad and the leader are both broken. And this is before the the defence roll as well. And that's why I'm saying it's brutal, because these guys are in a lot of trouble now, I think. I suppose the morale still sticks the same, doesn't it? Yeah, in fact, the leader's morale gets better. The squad stays at 7. So that's right, it was that we rolled a 7, got an event, drew the random hex. The 7 was added to the firepower of 11, which is 18, but -1 for the smoke hindrance. Yes, okay. So now, well, oh no, he's not getting +2 anymore. So he's only a 9. Sorry, a 10. So 7, and then +3 for the building cover is 10. He is 10 +3, he's 13. But he's only 10. So, well, technically it doesn't really matter which one we roll for first here. Yeah, so I'm going to roll for the squad. So that's a 10. So defence roll. 10 and 7 as 17. He's going to suppress. So, well, at least he's not dead. No, I'm not missing anything here. But again, I'm going to check for the other roll first before we suppress them, in case there is concealment. I still haven't heard them back from James regarding that. That's right, it was 10 +7. Right, well, we've got an event anyway, so let's draw the event, see if they can get a decent event as well. So draw event for the Germans. Interrogation. Sounds pretty bad as well. I'm going to just read it as the rulebook, though. So I just find that sometimes the text breaks a little. So, interrogation. Interrogation. When this event occurs, the opposing player must show the revealing player all the cards in his hand. The receiving player may choose one of those cards. If he does, that card is placed in the opponent's discard pile. Okay, well, we can do this. Opposing player, being me, must show the receiving player all the cards in his hand. See, I don't think we would be able to done this event if it'd been another way about, would we? So, out of the 3 cards, there's the 3 cards in our hand, so we're going to discard one of the recovers, I think. This is probably the better recover, so we'll discard that, I think. I think that's what I would do, because, yeah. So that gets discarded, that was their event. So, like I say, they rolled a 7, so they matched the firepower roll, which all means that they're suppressed. However, let's just have a defence roll for the Lieutenant. Karsty's and his morale's 13, needs to be a 17. So no concealment, 13 and 5 is 18. So he's just good. Okay, so coming back to the action there, let's say the squad rolled a 7, plus the 10 is 17, so he's going to be suppressed as well. So the Germans are really looking for a recover action here, for sure. I'll put that on top actually. Okay, but well, they're still around, I suppose. I mean, it could have been worse. So I think that's I'm not quite sure how many orders that's me played, but I want to say we done a move and then a fire, so I think it's 2. But if nothing else we've got recover. Yeah, that's the reason to fire before recover, and like I said, that could have ended. Oh no, it wouldn't have done. But you could have an event that triggers and breaks one of your units, and then you've got the recover still to come. So it's probably better to do it in that order all the time, I think. If you're going to fire and recover, do the fire first, and might help you with the recover. Okay. I'm going to draw back up to 5. So we draw a route with a crossfire. That's the moving target one. Artillery quest with a no use action. And then I'll recover with hand grenades. That was the one that we just discarded. So, yeah, and again, both the units. Well, there was a squad that was breaking there, but I'm just going to skip by that. I think I'm only going to use that if it's going to eliminate the unit. Yeah, just recalling that the Russians do have the initiative card. Right, well, we'll need to keep on top of that, Grant. Need to think about that. Right, so over to the bot again. So going to reveal next order. Looking for a recover, really. We've got a fire action, which I don't think is any good to him at all. Well, he does have this guy here, which I think 1, 2, 3, 4 could fire on that. It's not a great shot, but I mean he could fire on this too. But this has got a slim chance. So it's 5 attack. However, it's going to be -1 for the hindrance. So it's going to be a 4. And that's the only real thing that I can attack. You'll see across here, these guys are buried in the woods, so nothing we can really do there. So with a 4, I'm going to draw a dice. He's only rolled a 4, so that's an 8, but okay, you've got to go through the motions. So differential on this guy, he's already sitting at 10, he needs to be an 8. Well, might be a trigger. It is not, but he's fine. So that is the first order over. So again, they could do a recover. Reveal next order. Oh, how about that? Right, so recover, and they've got 1 suppressed unit, so the suppression comes off automatically. And then they're going to try and rally these 2 guys. Now, clearly they're going to rally the lieutenant first, and then they might benefit from the... Well, I think he's an auto rally, isn't he? Because he's 10, sitting in a 3. Yeah, he's 13, so let's roll for him first. So 13, draw dice. Yeah, so he needs to get under a 13. That's fine. So he gets a 10, high roll, but it's under the 13, so he is going to recover. We do have a sniper in hex E3. Oh, this is a good one for them. It's bang on the money again. It's right in there. E3, so is it the choice of 1 then? What am I looking for? Event, sniper. Or is it not just tell you on the sniper? Wheel the top card, fit the random hex. You may break 1 unit in or adjacent to that hex. So it is just 1 unit, but remember it can be adjacent as well. I don't know. Do we do the unit or do we do Sergeant Kovalev? If we do the unit, you can't use the machine gun, remember. So, any other fire... Well, we've fortunately not got a fire attack in our hand, and we've got 2 recovers in our hand, so it might not really make any odds. Well, who's the better one to recover from? If we break that, he drops to a 6, but he's still going to get the +2. So we're going to get 6, 8, and then 2. He's going to be on a 10. Whereas if we do him... See, he goes up to a 9. Maybe you can't see that. He goes up to a 9 when he breaks. He's going to get 11. So he's actually slightly better. I don't suppose it really matters, does it? There's a slightly better chance of him recovering, so we'll break the squad then. Because it's going to be, he's going to have to roll on a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whereas the sergeant was rolling on an 11 and needing to get under that number. So that was the sniper, and that recovered. Yeah, I wonder what we were doing there. This is a recover roll, so that was recovered. That's recovered the lieutenant, and now we get the extra +2 now for this. So it's 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then unless he rolls a 12, he's going to recover as well. So we need a die roll for the squad. Draw dice. There's a 9, so that's good. So that's him back. Fresh again. Good. And the Russians have run out of fire cards. Well, they've got a bit of recovering to do as well. Okay, so I think that was our second order. I think that's going to be them finished. It is indeed. Right, back across to us. And I think it's a recover, isn't it? We could do with getting rid of some cards, but I think we want to recover first. We don't want to leave that guy the way he is at the moment, because they could have a shot into that hex. So, going to do the recover with Assault Fire. We're going to play this. And he's up there. So, I think it was a 10 I said. 6 plus 2 for the leader, plus 2 for the terrain is 10. So we're going to draw a card needing less than a 10. And we get an 8, so it's good. So he does indeed recover. He's back. Fighting fit as well. Well, that's going back though, isn't it? Yeah. That was the downside to doing it that way, but I think it made more sense. Right, okay, so that's all they're doing. I'm going to draw back up to 5, so 1 card. They got a move order, a crossfire. Well, that'll get that other unit moving. They've still not come up with a move order. Surely got to happen, you would think. Right, so back to the bot, reveal next order. Oh, and he's finished and discarding cards. Now, do we play the move and get this guy into here, or do we discard some cards? I think we discard some cards. Well, what if you move that when you get lucky and draw another move card, Grant? Yeah, I'm going to play the move. I'm going to play the move card then. I'm not going to discard. That's all I'm going to be able to do. So I'm going to play the move, and we're just going to be careful and move this guy. Well, hold on. Yeah, we can't get in the hex straight away anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, he's not got line of sight, remember? No, that's right. So that's us finished there. And we get another move, or ideally an advance would be even better, wouldn't it? So then he wouldn't be able to shoot at us. So that's me. I'm going to draw back up to 5, so an advance card would be nice. It's a fire. It's got concealment. So that was the other thing I was kind of hoping for, though. An advance, a move, or a fire. Because we could, carry on with this. But it wasn't a move, so we can't get into that objective hex. Okay, so back with the bot. Real next order. So again, still no move. Right, however, this is the first time he's got the chance to make this fire action, so, order, sorry. So, from here, remember, we're going to lose 1 for the hindrance here as well. Fan says in, out, and through that hex. So machine gun would be a 6, plus 2 for the leaders on an 8, and then -1 for the hindrance of the smoke. It's going to be a 7. That guy got recovered again though, so should we just go for this guy straight ahead? Because if we go for him, he's sitting 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. His morale's 12, and we're going to attack him with 7. At least this guy's morale's a 10. Slightly better chance. Yeah, I'm going to fire on that guy. with 6, 7, 8. 8, but -1 for the smoke. 7. Right, so we need a high roll, or they need a high roll. So 7. Oh, well, can only get one higher than that. So 7 and 11 is 18. Okay, this could be interesting. I've not looked at my hand, to be honest. Oh, I think we did. Yeah, we just drew a concealment, didn't we? So it's 18, and he's rolling on a 10. So we'd need a 9. Remember, he's got an initiative card. Well, I've actually not done anything. Do you want to consider using that initiative to change that dice roll? I don't think so. I don't think it's really brutal if this guy was to break. I don't think it's bad enough. However, does he want to use a concealment? Let me reduce the fire by 2 because he's sitting in 2 cover. Well, this is on the fire card that he liked to use firing back. But however, if this guy gets knocked, if this guy does get broken, that fire back is not going to be anywhere near as good because his split knot is going to stop this guy from being involved as well as him. Well, I could play the concealment and then just discard next turn. Get the chance. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if that's clever or not. I'm going to play that for concealment. Feels like maybe I shouldn't be doing that one. So that's going to reduce this by 2 down to 16. So now he's going to roll for defense. He's got a 10 morale. Needs to beat a 16. And he gets an 8. So I think that mattered actually, didn't it? It would have been 18. He would have been suppressed. So the concealment stopped the suppression, I suppose. However, suppression wouldn't have been quite so bad. He would have still been able to fire and be part of the fire group, and this guy as well. Yeah, well, anyway, 8 plus 10 is 18, beats the 16, so he's good. Did I take into account the smoke there? I think I did. We rolled 11, and I counted 6, 7, 8. I counted 7 at the time, which counting the smoke, yeah. Yeah, that was right. Okay, that's done. Right, back. That was only his first order, so there might be another one to come. Real next order. So another fire action. Yeah, I mean it can only be this guy again down here. So we might as well though. So it's 4 attacking here. Yeah. The reason it's 4 is because of the hindrance going through the fence. 4, draw some dice. A 5, so it's 9. So that's not going to do anything, is it? So he's sitting at 10. We do have to go through the motions though, in case it triggers. 14 beats a... What was that? 7? No. 4, 9. 9, yeah. Anyway, no harm done. And then that should be him finished. It is indeed. Right, so back to us. So this time we will just discard the cards, I think. So these 3. Yeah, and keeping the recover. So we discard these 3, and that's our pass action, and then we refill our hand, and we need 4 cards rather than the 3. So start with command confusion. Let's go hand grenades, I suppose. Authority request. Not so good. Alright. Not really well. It's got sustained fire on it, but we need a fire card. Oh, there's the advance. Yeah. I bet the bot gets a move action now. Right, that's him done. Or that's me done, sorry. Right, back to the bot. Real next order. Oh, and he's finished. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to advance then. So, coming across here, just looking at this, we've got this advance order. allows me to move anyone, well, move units one hex, but without the chance of opportunity fire. So I'm going to play that, and I'm going to move this guy into there, and we're going to flip that over and pinch 4 victory points back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, back down to 8. The Germans are at 8, and remember they can opportunity fire at that. That however is going to do that though, isn't it? Because I've got nothing else I can do. Got a recover, got a route, and that's not any good. Right, so I'm going to draw back up to 5, which is just 1 card. Probably wanting a fire now. We get a route. There's demolitions. Play when your opponent discards 1 or more cards. Remove a fortification from a friendly hex. I don't get it. Maybe I should go and look this up on BGG. Surely somebody else is like not getting that as well. Or is it just me? Remove a fortification from a friendly hex. Yeah, okay. Right, that's them done. Us done. Back to the bot. Real Next Order. Artillery denied. We're going to skip that because it does nothing. Real Next Order. That would happen. Well, I'll tell you what, they've went into 2 melees already. Or is it 3? I think they've been successful in 3 melees already. No, looking down. Well, we don't have the ambush anymore. I think the fact they're still on 8 victory points is maybe worth it. I don't know. I mean, if this is a one-on-one player, you know, if you're playing a 2-player game right now, my guess is you probably don't go into melee unless you've got an ambush, maybe. But we're playing this for the Germans, so they might well have an ambush. I don't know until we go in and then I select a melee occurs. And their attack, they're going to get 1 extra strength in the attack. It's going to be 6 against 5. I mean, I know that's just 1. I will say that the Russians have the initiative card, and I think it's probably something that you would seriously consider using in a melee, wouldn't you? So, let's just do it. I think I've said that all the time, haven't I? I've always went for it. Right, in they go. So they advance in, and there's no op fire option or that. So we're into a melee. So it's up to the inactive player to play all his ambushes. We've none, we're the inactive player. And now it's up to the bot to consider playing an ambush. And if this happens, then it's going to be advantage the bot. So a melee occurs. Right, no actions. So he's never got the ambush. I guess it's quite a tough one. I would think the odds of that are going to be quite high. My guess is that's a 6 roll. If I looked here, trigger check melee occurs. Well, it's not really told me anything there, is it? Ah well, no man. I mean, I reckon it's going to be a slim chance of it anyway. So now we're going to draw some dice. Russians have the initiative card though, so they're going to draw first. Their strength is 5, and they're going to draw. Yeah, they go first because they're an active player, and they draw 4. Oh, that's not what they want. I think they want to, yeah, because that puts them at 9, and the Germans are sitting at 6. They want to re-roll this. Yeah, I'm going to pass the initiative card across to the Germans, and then they could now use that. So we're going to re-roll that, and that sniper didn't trigger because we're re-rolling it. So here we go, a 5. Oh! Oh dear. So a 5 and 4. Was it 4? It was 2 4s in the draw. Oh dear. So it's a 9 for the Russians, and the Germans are sitting with a 6, and they've got the initiative card. So unless this is a terrible roll, well, they could have 2 shots at it as well, couldn't they? And they could use the initiative card. So I'm going to draw dice here. 6. We're at 6. We need to beat a 9. It's only a 5. 11, but that's enough. 6 and 5 is 11, which beats the 9. So this gets eliminated. I'll tell you what, that's the track's filling up. That gets eliminated, and that flips back over to control for the Germans. And yeah, that's not good. I can take that away. So VP, that was another Russian unit eliminated, and it's double points, so it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, back up to 12. However, they took control in objective number 4 again, which is worth 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, so they're up to 16 now. That's crazy. Yeah, I thought we maybe had a chance of getting back into this, but now I feel like, I don't know. I mean, yes, we could break another unit off this and bring it across, I suppose. Okay, so it's still the bot's turn. Now, hold on. No, it's fine. Oh, wait. No, I can't. You can't. Units eliminated, and White Wounds doesn't help that. It's only if it's going to break. And then a MOE just eliminates the unit. I've not got any White Wounds anyway. Okay, so I think they might have another order. I think that was just the first order, but we'll see. Reveal next order. No, it's finished. Okay. So, back to us. I think it's a discard. Recover. 2 routes, artillery quest, command confusion. And don't need to recover, so all the rest are... Yeah. So I'm going to discard... I'm going to keep that route with this sustained fire and discard these 3, I think. So that route's got the demolitions on it. So discard A3. I'll tell you what, we're getting through the deck again, and that's probably not what the Russians want. They want to slow things down a bit. So, yeah, 3 more cards. Well, there's a move order now, which is, yeah, no. There's a fire, so well, an ambush on it. I'm guessing all the ambushes are on fire cards, though. Another move. So 2 moves and a fire card there. Right, back across to the bot. Reveal next order. Oh, he's discarding again. He's had a few of them, but I'll tell you what, it's not really bothering him. He's doing okay. Okay, so back to us. Do we consider... We've got move cards, we've got a fire card. We could just do the old fire, I suppose. Is it worthwhile consider breaking another unit away and trying to go over to that? But I'm not so sure it is. I mean, the main reason we broke that guy away was we realised he was out of command range. Really, that was the whole point of it happening. I think we should stick with this and see. We might get lucky eventually and eliminate this. The thing is, if we get rid of that squad, as long as that lieutenant's back there, this guy's going to come up and take his place. I think that's the plan. And they're just going to hang on and hope the time just moves on. Okay. Yeah, it does mean the rest of the cards in your hand are pretty useless. It means... Oh, hold on. We've got that sustained fire. Forgot about that. Almost. Right, so we're going to fire. We're going to use all them as usual, but the main unit is going to be the machine gun. Well, like Hal pointed out to me, doesn't matter if he's the main unit or not. I'm going to add 2 when firing a mortar or machine gun. If the fire attack rolls doubles, break it. So try and remember that, Grant. So he's the main unit. 6. Plus a 2 because of the sustained fire is 8. Plus 2 for the leader is 10, 11, 12, 13. And our die roll is a big 10. Nice. 13 and 10 is 23. So this has got, and obviously we're banging here, yeah. This is the same old, same old. Right, 23. And these are both going to be 12s now, aren't they? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey, stop. Hindrance of the smoke. That's still there, that smoke. So that knocks that down by 1 to 22. That's still a big number though. When I'm on a 12 and a 10. Oh, this is, we need an 11 or a 12, really. Right, so rolling for the squad first. He's sitting at a 12, got to beat a 22 as the defence roll. It's only a 6, no concealment. So, well, he's going to break no matter what, because even in the way I'm using the concealment, it would drop it to 19. 6 on top of 12 is only 18. So it doesn't matter. If there's a concealment here, he's breaking. So for the leader, he's on a 12, needs to beat a 22. He does play concealment. Oh, we've got a time trigger as well. Right, hold on a minute then. So, concealment, time trigger. What was it he rolled? It was a 6 he rolled there. So let's get the concealment sorted. He's in a 3 terrain, so that's going to knock that down 3 to 19. So he rolled a 6. On top of the 12 is 18, so he's still breaking. But I need to do the time trigger bit first, don't we? We need to pause things. Him, however, was on a 12 and an R12, so he's 24, so he's fine. So as things go, the squad's going to break. I mean, I could probably do that just now, but let's just not, and let's play the game as it's meant to be played. So time trigger. Right, that moves up 1. So no sudden death still. Just use that bit on the player aid. Reshuffles his fate deck. Well, we're going to do that with the bot's going to do that. I think just within the bot. There's no sudden death, no defenders. Oh, smoke. Oh. Right, well there you go. That I think that matters here then, doesn't it? That gets removed before we resolve. It's not going to matter, but, well, we can weave that in here as a little query, I suppose. So, the smoke gets removed, it's only smoke on the map. And that had been reduced to 9 by 1 because of the smoke. So, does that go back up to 20 again? I think it may well do. However, I'll leave that there just in case somebody wants to think, well, somebody knows better and it would still affect this actual fire. I mean, I don't think so. I think the smoke's disappeared now, so they get the full firepower. I don't know though, when does this firepower get set in? You know, it was given a hindrance. It's not going to matter because this guy's still breaking and he was at a 22, so it's not going to matter, but there you go. That was quite interesting, I suppose. Set up any reinforcement units. No. Players may play dig-ins. Well, I'm no dig-ins, so only other thing we've got to deal with is do bot rolls time trigger here, because this will tell us, that will shuffle his deck, and it might tell us if he's going to play a dig-in. So here we go. Right, no action. So that's, I think, shuffled his deck and has said he's not playing any dig-ins as well. Okay. Right, we can finish off this combat now. So the leader's good, however the rifle squad is broken. So bot looking for some recovery again. Yeah, remember the machine gun can't be used now at the moment. And that resolves that fire. Right, why? I've only got 3 cards in my hand. Fire. Oh yeah, because we used the sustained fire. Okay. Right, now they've got move cards in their hand, but no, that was everybody activated, wasn't it? They activated everybody they've got left. So, and well, they've got to recover, but nobody to recover. So we're going to draw back up to 5. They've got 3 cards in hand, and they're going to trigger a time trigger reasonably soon. Command Confusion with White Wounds, and artillery denied with Hidden Wire, which is no good. So no fire action here, which is kind of what they wanted, I think. It's probably going to be a discard for them. I'm at 50 minutes, but we're ticking along here, so yeah, it's going. It does move along. It's pretty enjoyable. Like it is. I know I'm saying I'm wanting to like get it finished and that, and there's part of me tempted to try a different scenario. One with a bit more meat in it. I dare say we could always come back to it one day. I'm finding the digital side of things, it feels better, right enough. I think Hal commented that he felt that the op fire, I think I spoke about that already. Yeah, I did speak about it already because I mentioned the fact that the first, in fact, I think the only 2 times I pressed on one of these, it's triggered op fire, whereas it never happened in the physical version. So I dare say James has adjusted things a bit better. To deal with that. Right, I'm going to do another action. Yeah, mind you. Yeah, well they're looking for a recover card. So reveal next order. Yeah. Yes. Right, that's not any good to them. They'd only be right in their own unit, so no, I don't think so. Skip current order, reveal next order, tell request, skip current order. So they're not doing anything now. No. Back over to us, and I think we're discarding. Yeah, we've nobody to recover. Don't really want to move, so we're going to discard that. That and which one of the move cards? Yeah, it's unlikely to be finding a moving target. Might keep the White Wounds might be more useful. So discard these 3, and yeah, the deck's getting low. Looking for fire cards. That is not one of those fire cards, and neither's that. It's another move with White Wounds. And number 3 is another move with concealment, though. So that's slightly better card. Okay, so back over to the bot. Will we do one more? Yeah, so he's still looking for a recover, really. But again, no fire card in my hands, so he's got a bit of breathing space. Here we go. Fire. Well, unfortunately, they wanted to recover first. Yeah, that's alright. So, fire action. Remember, this machine gun can't be used, so they've not arranged to fire, so the only guy that can fire is this. So, it's the same old thing. 5 firepower, but reduced by 1 going through the arm. I'm just going to target this guy again. So it's just a 4 attack, and we roll some dice. We get a 10 though, so 14. 14. Now there is a concealment over here, but I still think. What is it on? It's on a move card though, so maybe. So 14. This guy's sitting at 10. I mean, he only needs to roll a 5, but the concealment would reduce that 14 to 11, and then he'd be safe. Is that not a more sensible thing? And then discard 3 cards and draw 4 cards next turn. I think it probably is. Because I can't see them wanting to move anyway. So he is going to play concealment. Or we are going to play concealment. So that's going to drop that 14 by... Oh, sorry, it's 2. I'm thinking it's him, but no, it's him that's firing. So we're going to drop it by 2 to 12. And then we're going to draw... we're sitting at 8, 9, 10. So as long as we don't draw a double 1, we're good. That was a fire card. Right, so he's fine. That goes away. Back over here. Reveal next order. Still looking for recovery. You only got one order there. Right. We're back. Yeah, I said just one more turn, but it does move pretty quick when you get going. I'm going to discard though. So artillery request and the 2 move cards going away. Well, this could trigger another time. 1, 2, 3. No, he's going to have 1 card left in his deck. So we get a rout with assault fire, not any good. A rout with assault fire, not any good. And I move with a cross. Oh no, I'm drawing 1 extra card. Right, okay, I move with a crossfire. This is going to trigger time then, isn't it? I move with a crossfire. So that fire card that I drew for his defense roll, I think, was probably the last fire card we had in the deck. Right, we have drawn the last card out the deck though. So that's going to trigger time again. And this is the first time we're going to have sudden death. So I suppose this technically could end the game, couldn't it? Right, I'm not sure how this works, and I remember seeing that and whatever, but so yeah, let's get the rulebook for this then. So time trigger. It's just time. So 6. Rule 6 somewhere about there. Gain time marker, advancement. Whenever time trigger is rolled, right, I want to just double check. It was if the players must, no, hang on. Whenever a player reveals / draws the last card in his draw pile, treat such as a time trigger. Right, I'm going to start shuffling the deck while I'm talking, because it's our deck, it's going to have to be shuffled. Right, immediately after advancing the time marker, normal play pauses so that the following steps may be executed. Players must first perform the following 2 steps in order shown. Player triggering the time advance only shuffles his deck and discard pile together to form a new draw pile. That's what I'm doing at the moment. The triggering player makes a sudden death roll if appropriate. 6.2.2. Right, there's a procedure here for that. So it says whenever the time marker advances into or beyond the space occupied by the sudden death marker. Yeah, okay. The triggering player must make a roll. This is done after that player shuffles his fate deck, okay, and discard pile together to form a new draw pile. If the result is less than the number in the space currently occupied by the time marker, so that's a 7. If the result is less than that number, not the sudden death marker itself, it's where the timer, because the time marker could move on further, and that's why it makes it easier to end the game. The game immediately ends, so is it less than or equal to, or just less than? If the result is less than 7, otherwise play proceeds as normal. Okay. Right, I've been shuffling since I've been talking there, so I've got sleeves of my cards, so they're getting a good shuffle. The result is less than the number in the space. The game immediately ends. Okay. Right, I've shuffled the deck up. I'm going to lay it down and cut it while you're watching. Know that you can do things like that anyway. Right, so a little cut there. There we go. Oh, I've just moved the plexi. Good style. We're okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Right, so I've cut the deck. Did I have it sitting on? No, I think I had it sitting out there, didn't I? I don't think I had it on the plexi. Right, so we're going to draw a card. So if we get a 6 or less here, the game's going to be over. And yeah, okay, well, let's do it. It's a 9, so we're good. So the game continues. So, and then you can see a time trigger again. The time marker is going to move to there. Then we're going to check again, but we're going to check on an 8, less than an 8 at that time, and then as it keeps going up, obviously the chances are it's eventually going to happen, isn't it? Okay, so we're fine there. Then, if the game did not end due to sudden death, perform the following 4 steps in the order shown. Offender only gives 1 DP. Triggering player must remove any 1 smoke. There's no smoke anymore. If there are units to bring in as reinforcements, yada yada yada, there's none of that. And then both players may play dig in. There's no dig ins for us, so we're just going to check down here. And this was triggered due to me replenishing my hand, wasn't it? So it's the end of my turn here, isn't it? That's right, yeah, but we've got to do a Euro time trigger here in case he's got to dig in. Right, no actions for him. So that is then the end of my turn. Was I just discarded cards, didn't I? Yeah. I've still not got a fire card in my hand, so they're still looking for a recover, but that's me at an hour now, so I'll stop there and come back to the bots. That'll be the bots action. Bots turn next. So, yeah, well, that was close to ending. Now, remember, they've had a time trigger through their cards going away. It doesn't matter. If you get a time trigger with the 6/6, it shuffles the deck as well, doesn't it? Yeah, because you shuffle the deck. So they had a time trigger recently and we had a time trigger recently. So it might be well, that's not necessarily true if you draw a 6/6 again. I don't know how many of them there are in the deck. There's maybe, you think there's probably more than one. Maybe there's 2. I don't know, maybe there is only 1. I think there's got to be more than 1 because you could easily have it in your hand and then it's never going to count, is it? So maybe there's actually more than 2. I'm sure some of you out there know how many there is. Well, actually, it probably, does it not come clean with that and tell you about the amount of cards that you've got? It might not go into the dice rolls though. I don't know. Okay. Right, I'll leave things for now. I might get back for another part later, but yeah, well, I'll be back when I'm back. Will we have a quick... Hang on a second before I go. I just thought I'd have a quick look, see if there was some response, and there was, but it wasn't from James himself. It was just from somebody saying he can't speak about how the bot's meant to do it, but it basically just saying what I've said, that it does affect the firepower total rather than defending units, as such. It's the firepower total, so should affect the defending units and all units in the hex, yeah. And that's why I think it's strange. But it's just how the bot has to be done. I don't think James could set it up in another way. You'd have to go into more detail. It'd have to ask you, the question would have to be how many units are in the hex, and then you type you say is there, maybe there's a 1, 2, or 3 units in the hex. You click on 2. Then you do the defense roll or something like that. You'd have to do it that way or something. I mean, I have no idea how these guys make these programs up. Not got a clue. I've been messing about with computers for years and years and years, and I've never been very great at it, but I did dabble way back in the day when it was like, very simple, basic stuff. But I have no idea what goes on nowadays. I'll leave that up to the professionals. Or the youngsters, shall I say? Well, I'm sure there is some that are moved on in age a bit and know these things, but not me. Okay, I'll get away from now and I'll be back later with the next part. Cheers.